One thing that I've gone back and forth in my head, and it's one of those things I told you about perfectionism and all that kind of stuff. Where the best way for us to acquire clients, like the best channel, the best approach to starting that conversation, start getting them engaged to start that conversation. You know what I mean? And I've kind of like experimented with everything from more complicated, more in depth, landing pages, more in depth kind of stuff that will kind of explain, piece by piece what's going on. And I've tried things like doing videos, just doing like a straight video where it's just video with a button on the page kind of thing. And I guess I'm just kind of trying to figure out, like, get straight on sort of what the best approach to kind of approach larger companies, approach kind of enterprise level companies, you know what I mean, and how I can get them into the funnel and get that conversation started in the first place, I guess. But maybe I'm jumping ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
So here's the answer we all love and we all hate. It depends, right? But the way I think about that, responding to that question, is different than I think how most folks respond to it. I
Okay.
think most folks respond to that question with an immediate funnel response. They go, well,
Yes.
here's your funnel. You should have this kind of funnel and da-da-da. And there's value in that. Clearly there is. No argument.
Sure.
But I think the more appropriate way of thinking through that is being clear about
Yeah.
what your company really does, like
Mhm.
seriously. Not what you think you do or what you want to do, but like what you actually are committed to doing. What is that? and and who is the person that benefits most from that?
Yep.
So I think I choose to have these conversations starting with the service first. What do we do? Is it amazing? Are we sure? Okay, if that's true, now let's go find somebody who can really appreciate that. Versus building a marketing funnel that's because it can get very agnostic and very vanilla. It doesn't resonate because you just kind of threw a marketing funnel up. So
Right.
so the program has you in process of that right now. You're in module 2, so it's going to ask you about where your company is best, and there's a process that's there, and this will help you step through that.
Yep.
What you'll find is that as you go through this process, certain strategies will be off limits. You'll go, well, since we do this, we shouldn't even be considering that. And then vice versa. Then there's be some, if this is what we do, we have to do it this way.
Right.
So allow yourself and allow your company to kind of walk through this. I think some light bulbs will go off for you about what makes sense and what doesn't.